I am still on the hunt for a good replacement recipe for bagels. So today I'm going to try a recipe using Carbquik. It is a recipe that I got using ChatGPT to kind of generate a recipe. So we'll see how it turns out. So the first thing that I need to do is preheat my oven to 375, which I have done. And I need to line a baking sheet with some parchment paper, which I have done. I have got a microwave safe bowl here, and I need to add to it 2 ounces of cream cheese. So there's 1 ounce, and then I'll get another ounce from this package. It would be nice if they put the labels for measurements on both sides instead of just one side of the cream cheese package. Okay, and then to that, I'm also going to add 1 cup of a shredded mozzarella. So I've got my 1 cup measuring cup. And I'll just kind of get that filled up with my shredded cheese. I want to make sure it's full, but I don't want to kind of like really press and pack it in because I don't think then you get a cup. I think that's too much. Okay. And then I'm supposed to melt this in my microwave for about 30 seconds, and then stir it, and then, do it for another 30 seconds until it is melted all the way through. So this is very similar to other doughs I've made that are what a lot of people know of as fathead dough. And I've liked it, like it's been okay, but it hasn't really been like a replacement for, say, bagels, right? Like it's definitely different from tasting like a bagel. So I don't have a whole lot of confidence in this recipe, but we'll see. We'll see what kind of a difference the Carbquik makes. I'll just get these stirred together and then again get it back in my microwave until I get it all the way melted. And while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to get some other ingredients mixed together. So I have a second bowl here, and I have my Carbquik in this giant container. And I need 1.5 cups of Carbquik. So I'm going to use my half cup measuring cup 3 times. Okay. And then I need half a teaspoon of baking powder. My measuring spoons here. That's a 1/4 teaspoon. I need a half teaspoon. There we go. And then I need a half teaspoon of salt. And I'm just going to stir these together, and then once my cheese mixture is all done, then I will blend them together. Okay, so this is pretty close, I think. I think I do want this a little more. Just in my experience, I find that it does need to be just a little more melted. So I'm going to get this in maybe just for another 15 seconds this time. And I'm going to need 2 eggs. I'm going to need 1 for my batter and then 1 for the egg wash that goes on top. So I'm going to get an egg into a separate bowl. And I'm going to add a teaspoon of water to it and just beat it together. And then that's what's going to go on top of my my bagels, like as a wash to go over top. So I need a teaspoon of water. just whisk these two together. And this should make 6 bagels is what I'm kind of looking for. And I think what I'm going to do is get 3 of them made and then add some chopped cranberries that I have from my daughter made some cranberry salsa yesterday. And so I think I'm going to add, she had leftover cranberries. I think I'm going to add those to the dough and just see if I can, like how that turns out, if that would be good to have like cranberry bagels. Okay, so I'm going to get this into my bowl. And I'm going to put on gloves because I like to wear gloves when I work with this dough. And I hope I don't have to sometimes you have to microwave it to kind of like help the dough come together. But I can't microwave in this metal bowl, so that might have been a poor choice. Okay, so then I need an egg. Okay, and then I'm just going to get all of this blended together. And really using your hands, I have found, is the best tool for this job. Because you kind of squeeze the cheese mixture into the rest of the ingredients and get it all blended in. And it does take a bit of time to get this all together, but it will come together for you. At least other times I've made this type of dough, it has come together. I'm not sure how it's going to work with the Carbquik. But I can say that it smells more like a traditional dough than like when I used, say, almond flour and, maybe coconut flour in it. It smells more like just regular flour. Okay, so now I'm supposed to shape this into 6 equal portions so that I can make my bagels. Let me get some of this stuff out of the way. Okay, so I'm literally just gonna grab hunks of it and try. This is gonna be too much. Okay. Try to get it into 6 equal portions. I am kind of like terrible at that task. I could weigh it and that would be better, but I don't want to take the time to do that. Okay, so then you basically you just shape it into your bagel shape, which they say to like form like a log and then, kind of wrap it around itself. But I don't want to do that. I've done that before and I just feel like this is going to be easier. So I'm just going to kind of like make it into a patty and then kind of shape that patty. I actually don't know where this one came from. I think it came from here, but I'm actually going to split it there. Okay. So I shape it into a patty and then just kind of form the bagel by putting a hole in the middle of the patty. So I am trying to get them into about the same thickness. And this dough is definitely like more, I don't know, crumbly, I guess, or something than the dough that I've used in the past. But I haven't been, like, it's not that I don't like fathead dough. It isn't really a replacement, I feel. And so that's why I'm not like trying to fix this. And maybe I need more like cheese and cream cheese mixture because maybe this is going to be perfect, right, for the bagels. And I don't want to, like, I just want to try it the way that it is. And then we'll see. All right, I've got these all shaped. I'm ready to get my egg wash on. Okay, I am ready to get this in my oven. It needs to bake for 15 to 18 minutes. I could have put some toppings on top, like after I did my egg wash, I could have put, say, like everything bagel seasoning or something like that on there. Oh, shoot. I forgot to put my cranberries in some of them. Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it. Okay, anyway, so I could have put some toppings on top, but I don't like those kind of bagels. I like plain bagels or like a cinnamon raisin bagel or maybe a blueberry bagel, like a cranberry bagel might be okay. I really don't like those that have kind of more like savory taste to them. My bagels are out of the oven. They look dry, so I'm really not sure how they're going to turn out. I have allowed them to cool for a bit. I'm going to go ahead and, no, it's not the one I want. Cut my bagel in half. Yeah, it feels much more like, say, a biscuit. Okay, so I'm just gonna try it plain. Oops. And then I will put some cream cheese on it. Um, I'm not gonna put cream cheese on that. It it's definitely not a bagel, but it tastes exactly like a biscuit. It's kind of amazing how much of that tastes like a biscuit. It's a little dry. Biscuits are normally dry, but it's a little drier than like normal, but it's really, really good. Like I really crave some strawberry jam on top, which I don't have any. I don't have any sugar-free strawberry jam. Um, but those are a really good biscuit, but not a bagel.